Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8, the 6th day of March 2025. I am Chinyere Omahi for the headlines. Evacuation alert issued as militants threaten oil attacks in River State. Senator Natasha faces 6-month suspension over committee decision. Federal government introduces new rules for recycling old vehicles. We'll take commercials and the evacuation details and then stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. Miriam Azubike, a civil servant who was detained in 2024 on suspicion of embezzling Abia State pension funds, gave birth to a boy. The accused person, who has been in prison custody, delivered her baby in a government-owned hospital. Daily Post gathered that the Abia State government reportedly took care of the medical bills of her delivery and some other post-delivery needs. A heartbreaking case of child defilement has surfaced in Amogudu Abriba, Ohofia local government area of Abia State, as a widow, Mrs. Ugo Enyinaya, has raised alarm over the alleged assault of her 4-year-old daughter, Miss Chidera Enyinaya, by a man identified as Pastor Uche Arua. Speaking on the podcast show Talk Make I Talk with Faxi, Mrs. Enyinaya recounted how the accused, a teacher at St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church, allegedly lured her daughter to his house and violated her on October 24, 2024. The Niger Delta Rescue Movement, a militant group, has threatened to target oil installations in the region in retaliation for the seizure of River State's allocation. Also, the group, under the guise of the Niger Delta Rescue Movement, called on all non-indigenous living in River State to live in their interest and safety, pointing out that hostilities are about to begin. Kingsley Okoti, the spokesperson for the Ikeja Electricity Distribution Company, IKEDC, has confirmed an early morning invasion by more than 12 personnel from the Air Force base at Sam Etan Barracks in Ikeja, Lagos. According to Okoti, who spoke to Vanguard on the phone, over 12 personnel stormed the IKEDC office with their truck and began flogging the company's staff. A further decline in local energy prices was indicated by the fact that oil prices dropped for the third day in a row, plunging almost 3% to their lowest points in 3 years. This comes as Brent crude, the international benchmark, fell as low as $68.33 on Wednesday, the lowest since December 2021, according to the Financial Times. Nigerians are being urged by the Federal Road Safety Corps to abide by traffic laws and regulations in order to help lower the startlingly high number of traffic accidents. The FRSC spokesman Olusegun Ogungbemide told the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, on Thursday in Abuja that public support and cooperation were essential in ensuring a safe and secured motoring environment. Senator Natasha Opoti Ugwan was suspended by the Senate for 6 months in response to her accusation of sexual harassment against Senator Godswill Akpabio. The decision made on Thursday, March 6, 2024, came after a recommendation from the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions. President Bola Tinubu says that the current administration is making great efforts to establish a system that is both globally competitive and sustainable in order to support the growth of Nigerian banks and other financial institutions. President Tinubu, who was represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima said this at the groundbreaking ceremony for First Bank's 43-story headquarters at Eco Atlantic City on Wednesday in Lagos. The federal government has committed to enforcing the end-of-life vehicles regulation, which seeks to safeguard the environment and turn waste into economic opportunities. Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, Senator John Eno, made this known at a stakeholders engagement organized by the National Automotive Design and Development Council on Wednesday in Lagos. On entertainment news, controversial blogger Martins Vincent, popularly known as Very Dark Man, has been summoned by a Chief Magistrate's Court in Wuse Zone 6, Abuja, over alleged criminal defamation of gospel singer Mercy Chinwo. The court, in a summons dated March 5th, 2025, ordered Very Dark Man to appear in person on March 13, 2025, to respond to allegations brought against him by Mercy Chinwo. Chief Magistrate Emmanuel Iyana issued the directive following claims that the blogger made damaging statements about the singer on social media. On foreign scene, US media have reported that President Donald Trump is expected to sign an executive order as early as Thursday, directing his recently confirmed Education Secretary Linda MC Mahon to dismantle the department she now heads. Trump, 78, promised to decentralize education as he campaigned for a return to the White House, saying he would devolve the department's powers to state governments. While on sports, Chelsea have received a boost with the return of Cole Palmer and Trevor Chalobah as they get ready to face Copenhagen in the first leg of the UEFA Conference League round of 16 tonight. The Blues, dealing with several injury setbacks, will be without Nicholas Jackson, Noni Madueke and Mark Dree. Sports news brings us to the end of the news at 8. Before we go, recap of our major headlines. Evacuation alerts issued as militants threaten oil attack in Rivers State. Senator Natasha faces 6-month suspension over committee decision. Federal government introduces new rules for recycling old vehicles. For these and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng. You can also download the app to your Google Play Store, download ABN Radio/television. You can as well follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. I am Chinwe Omahi. Do have to that night rest and stay safe.